So my van is finally starting to look livable, and it's all because of these floors. This is how I installed them. Now I went back and forth a million times on how I wanted to install these floors, and I decided that I wanted to do a floating floor. I started off by measuring the channels in the van floor because I wanted to fill those channels to create my flushed starting point. Once everything was measured, I started cutting my 1/2-inch XPS foam board, but when I went to see if they would sit flushed, they were way too thick. So I went back to Home Depot and they didn't have any 1/4-inch foam board, so it was back to the drawing board, or in my case, just walking around Home Depot for an hour until I finally decided what to do. And that was using thin strips of wood instead. I thought this would be better instead of abandoning my original plan, and I found ones that actually fit perfectly. So I brought them home, glued them down, threw some weight on it, and waited for it to dry. And I did get distracted by the cool dragonfly. Once it was dry, it was time to make a template for the wheel well, so I knew how to cut my foam board. I just used some cardboard for this, and I did not get it right the first time. This part took some trial and error, but once I got a template I was happy with, I lined it up with my foam board. I used 1-inch thick XPS foam board. I picked this foam board because it's lightweight and it has good insulation value. It also resists moisture really well, and it's strong enough to handle weight without compressing too much over time, which is exactly what I was looking for. Now, to get it to fit in all the weird edges of the van, I did it in 3 parts, and that was the front, the middle, and the rear. And once I got all the pieces cut out, it was time to test them out. Honestly, I had to recut all 3 and trim them down, but luckily it wasn't by much, and this is what it looked like with all the foam installed. Next up was the plywood, which was easier because I just laid my foam board over the plywood for the template. And that just made it so much easier because I didn't have to measure anymore. Now, I used 1/2-inch Baltic birch plywood because it's strong and it's super durable compared to regular plywood, and this just makes it a really popular choice for van builds. And once everything was traced, I cut the plywood using my jigsaw and I fit them into place. Once I was sure that everything fit properly, I used Loctite glue to glue the plywood onto the foam board. And make sure if you use glue on your foam board that you get a specific glue, because other glues can actually melt the foam board due to the chemicals and the solvents inside them. So you need one that's actually specifically labeled foam board safe. And with that, the subfloor was complete. I just added some weight on top and let it sit overnight. All right, I got my subfloor down, the plywood, the foam board, everything is even, and now I'm going to install the vinyl planks. Now for the planks, I'm using vinyl click and lock planks, which were extremely easy to use. The hardest part was actually getting them out of the box. Have you ever seen anyone open a box like this? Because I have no idea why I did it this way. We'll do better on the next one. But look at this color! That looks so good. I'm so excited. So I started installing my planks, and like everything else I had to cut and measure. I sort of eyeballed this one and it worked out for me. Cutting them was a little tough, but with a little effort, a box cutter works just fine. And everything was going pretty smoothly, but then I ran into some trouble. So some of my pieces weren't clipping together, and I had to start over, not fully over, but I had to go back and fix some of them, but they look better now, so gotta keep going. What had happened was the planks weren't fully locking into place with the other planks, and also I don't think I was hitting them down with the mallet strong enough, but I figured it out, and of course Terrapin Station played in the background, giving me the inspiration to keep going. Inspiration moves me bright. I absolutely love that song, and after replaying it a few times, it was time for the final piece. Alright, the last piece. Hopefully I cut it correctly. Boys and gamble, if you have got the night. Oh, yes. Now, don't worry about the edges. I do plan on adding some sort of trim around the entire thing, and if anyone has any ideas, I would love to hear what worked for you. Anyway, here it is, and I couldn't be happier. It actually feels like a livable space now and not just an empty van. Next up, I'm installing the furring strips. Oh, and one more thing. It looks like the spider made my van a home before I could. So we'll just leave them there and let them enjoy life.